As you move into the corporate world, you're probably going to hear a common concept a lot, and that's the idea of work-life balance. Supposedly, this is an ideal scenario set up like a set of scales, where work is on one side and life is on the other, and the ultimate goal is to keep them balanced, not giving too much to one or taking too much from the other. Now, I am not a fan of this concept for a few reasons. First of all, work is only one part of your life, so measuring them as equal components gives way more weight to something that is technically just a part of the other. The other reason is that there are many people who draw a lot of their identity from what they do as a career. And for those, saying that they need to balance typically falls on deaf ears because they are naturally happy putting themselves into their work constantly. So instead of scales, there's a better illustration. Have you ever seen a plate spinner? Usually they're part of a circus act or another performance. If you haven't, the concept is this. A person gets in front of a crowd and has maybe 10 spikes sticking up into the air. They begin spinning a plate, balancing it to keep spinning on one of those spikes. As they continue to move down the line, they keep placing more spinning plates on more spikes. The trick is that when they are able to keep all of the plates spinning, not just the one that they're focused on at the moment. But typically what happens is that around plate 4 or 5, the first plate they balance starts getting a little wobbly. So they have to run back to the beginning and put a little bit more spin on it and then refocus on making progress forward again. There's no better antidote for life, I think, than this concept of spinning plates. We're all designed to focus on things that are wrong so that we can fix them, but we can only focus on one thing at a time. And when we take our eyes off all the other areas of our life at that time, we tend to get a little bit off balance. And if we ignore that imbalance long enough, something inevitably comes crashing down. Just as in this illustration, it's important that while we're focusing on repairing or building up certain areas of our life that we may have neglected or that need a lot of attention right now, we don't forget the other areas of our life that are equally as important. So next time you hear the work-life balance idea, remember that there aren't simply two areas of your life that are important enough to work on. What we're looking for is life balance, as well as we can achieve it at any given point, realizing two things. One, that it requires constant effort to keep our plate spinning, and two, that we will likely never achieve full balance. And that's okay. As long as we're aware of the many aspects of our life that matter and are able to keep them moving, we can avoid the big crash that comes when we've neglected something or someone too much.